What is going on, my nerds? Welcome back to JD's Nerdverse. We are doing a prediction video today for Hypno slash Drowzee, or Drowzee slash Hypno. Hypno does not evolve into Drowzee. Drowzee evolves into Hypno. Drowzee and Hypno. Wow, these are some odd-looking Pokemon, I will say. Drowzee looks like he's wearing pants. Hypno has a washer attached to a string to hypnotize, and it's got one of those Shakespearean little frizzy things around his neck that you would see William Shakespeare wearing or something. If you ever watch Shakespeare in a park, you'd see that. Drastic differences too, like in appearance, you got some like 2 toes here and like 3 fingers, and then on Hypno you got 3 toes and you got 5 fingers. So definitely some difference. Different nose, different ears, drastic difference. Yeah, I'd stay the same, I guess. But let's look at the stats of this Pokemon. Regardless of it being weird looking, it does have some pretty good stats. HP is 60, attack is 48, defense is 45. Special is actually 90 in Generation 1. It just has special, no special attack or defense. I'm going to start actually making my own charts to eliminate the special attack and special defense. Just have special. So that's coming soon. And then we have the speed is 42 of the Pokemon. So not a bad stat line for a first stage Pokemon. At level 26, we evolve into Hypno. Hypno has 85 HP, 73 attack, 70 defense, 115 special, and 67 speed. So very good stats for this Pokemon. It's got great typing for Gen 1. Gen 1 Psychic type Pokemon have a massive edge over everyone else. They really don't have much when it comes to weaknesses compared to other Pokemon. Their weakness is Ghost, but due to a coding error, it actually isn't weak to Ghost. There's no Ghost moves anyway in the game. And yeah, it doesn't do anything to you. So Psychic is actually super effective against Ghost in Gen 1. And so the only thing you have to worry about is Bug, and there's not a lot of Bug moves. So let's look at the level up move set for this Pokemon. And we start with Pound. It's a 40 base power normal move with 100% accurate, 35 power points. We could do a lot worse. So it's not bad, but it could be better. Hypnosis is Psychic based, 60% accurate, 20 power points. I'm very jaded by Psychic right now. Or I'm sorry, Hypnosis, because I just played through with Ghastly, and I really had to rely a lot on Hypnosis, so I don't really want to have to do that with this playthrough. But it is a move we can get nonetheless. Level 12 we can get Disable. We might be able to beat Brock with Disable, Hypnosis, and Pound. Disable is 55% accurate, 20 power points. I've beat him before with this Disable, so I know it can be done. However, I'm probably just going to be conservative and try to get to level 17 as quickly as possible, so that I have Confusion. Confusion is a 50 base powered Psychic move, so it is Stab. That's why it's bolded. And it boosts it up to 75 power and then 100% accurate, 25 power points. So with this, we'll be able to get through the early part of the game very fast, very, very easily. At level 24, we get Headbutt, a 70 base powered, 100% accurate, 15 power point move. That'll help us remove Pound. We might actually remove Disable for Bide. I'm not sure yet. Poison Gas. I don't know why we learned this. We're not Poison type at all, but 55% accurate, 40 base power or 40 power points. It poisons the opposition, but I'm probably not going to use this. I can't use Stall Tactics. I'm not going to. 32 is Psychic, our best move we can learn. 90 base power, but with our Stab, it's 135 base power, 100% accurate, and 10 power points. And then the last move we can get is Meditate. Now, I want to be clear on something. 32 is what Drowzee would get this move at. So if we stayed as Drowzee, but we are going to evolve into Hypno at level 26. So I'm pretty sure it gets pushed to 37 for Psychic and 43 for Meditate. Meditate works kind of like Swords Dance. You initiate it and it ups your attack by 1 stage. Swords Dance does too, but regardless, this can still initiate the Badge Boost glitch for us. So we'll get that at level 43 once we evolve into Hypno. Okay, now let's look at the TM moveset. So this Pokemon progresses pretty well in the game. I just went over to the level up moveset. After we get Confusion, shortly after that we can get Mega Punch. And shortly after Mega Punch, we're going to be able to get Headbutt. Okay, but let's go over the moves. Mega Punch, Mega Kick. Probably not going to use Mega Kick at all. Toxic, not at all. Body Slam, yes. Takedown, Double Edge Submission, Counter. Seismic Toss and Rage. All we're not going to be using this playthrough. I can pretty much guarantee that. It's good to have it. If this was like some other Pokemon, it'd be great to have these because it's something. It's better than nothing. TM Psychic. We'll probably use this to get Psychic rather than wait for the level up. We're not gonna need to remove it in the future. So Psychic, get it as soon as possible, and just it'll help us progress through the game very fast. Teleport, Mimic. Teleport's not useful. Mimic is. Double Team is not allowed. Reflect, probably useful in some playthroughs, not this one. Bide, not really. Maybe for like a 1/5 of the game, or like 5% of the game, it can be used. Metronome. If you've never seen Metronome, I actually should do a playthrough with Metronome as a move one time. But Metronome, what it does is it takes every move that can be done in the game, and Metronome will randomize it and pick one and do that attack. It doesn't repeat that same move. It'll do a randomization of every move in the game every time. It's a very unreliable move, to say the least. Skull Bash is 100 base power, 100% accurate. However, it takes 2 turns, so I don't like using it. Dream Eater will not be used in this playthrough because I'm not using Hypnosis as a reliable tactic. Rest might be a move I decide to use in this one. Thunder Wave, Psy Wave, useless. Tri Attack is useful, but I don't think I'm going to need to keep it long term if I do use it. Substitute, what Substitute does, if you use Substitute, puts a little doll in front of you, and that doll takes damage until it gets knocked out. So you don't have to take any damage for a while. I think you can still take status conditions like falling asleep or poison and things like that, but you can't actually physically get hit. And then Flash is an HM. What it does for you is it just lowers the accuracy of the opposition. It kind of works like Sand Attack. So a very good moveset here for a Pokemon that has good stats and across the board, so it can do a mixture of actual special moves like Psychic and like actual physical damaging moves like Body Slam or Mega Punch or even Tri Attack and things like that. So, good moveset. There's a lot of good things with this Pokemon. I can already look at the endgame moveset is like Psychic, Body Slam, Meditate, and then it's just figuring out that last move. Do I want to do Hypnosis? Do I want to do Mimic? Do I want to do Tri Attack? I don't know. But let's go over the rules really fast. You can only use Hypno or Drowzee in battle. We can use other Pokemon for HMs or to catch Pokemon for HMs. There's a running clock in this game with 3 exceptions. One is Lieutenant Surge. The other is when we get over encumbered with stuff. We like to pause, go sell stuff, go buy stuff if we need to, go get Fly. Basically things that aren't really inducive to the plot, we can pause the timer for. And the last one is if we need to buy a move from the Pokemon Game Corner, we can. We can pause the timer. You can only buy 50 coins at once in Generation 1. Then Generation 2 and on, you can buy 500. So it's a lot easier. But it's time consuming, so I'll pause it because of the time consumption. And then there's also no glitches or exploits allowed in the game. The only thing we're allowed to use is Badge Boost. We can't use the Missingo glitch. We can't use the Pokédoll glitch. No items in battle other than Ethers. I've gotten pretty loose with those, but nothing else in battle. While you're here, please hit that subscribe button and you'll get notifications anytime I post my videos. It really helps out the channel. And then follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Twitter, it's JD's Nerdverse. And Instagram, JD's_nerd_verse. Really appreciate you guys doing that. And let's go back to this and give a prediction. So, this Pokemon has kind of some similarities to Ghastly, which I played through as recently. And this Pokemon actually has a lot of things better. Has better stats, has better moveset, has better coverage, is not relied upon to have Hypnosis. So there's a lot of things this Pokemon has that are an advantage over that. The only thing it is Ghastly could go for like the first third of the game without really getting hit at all. We don't have that luxury, however. We have much better moves, and we have a lot of one-hit knockout capability with the moves and stat combination that we have. So my conservative time is between 1 hour and 5, 1 hour and 10 minutes. I think it will go faster than Ghastly. It should go faster than Ghastly. Let me rephrase that. Ghastly's beginning part of the game took a lot of time because we had to mitigate all of our power points. We're not going to have to do that with this Pokemon. And then we also had to get through other parts of the game with a limited move pool, which we're not going to have to do that as much with this Pokemon. So I think we can get between an hour and 5, hour and 10 minutes. Now my shoot for the stars, land on the moon kind of hope is that we can get this done in under an hour. This should be one of the fastest playthroughs we have. A lot of things add up to that. Slowpoke was pretty fast, but this Pokemon does not have the disadvantage Slowpoke had. Slowpoke had the disadvantage of being the slowest Pokemon in the game. This Pokemon does not. It's pretty fast. It's decently fast compared to Slowpoke for sure. Okay, Slowpoke did have water access, but its speed really was a hindrance for it. So I think this Pokemon can do better because it has better speed, plus it has a pretty broad moveset. So that's my prediction. I want to thank everyone for watching. Make sure you check it out. There's other prediction videos. There's a playlist that's about to show up on the screen. Make sure you check out my other videos. It'll show you stats and all my predictions for other Pokemon. And then also Friday is when the video comes out for the actual playthrough. So I hope you enjoy that. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. That's it from me. Everyone have a good one, and see ya.